Good morning, I'm Suzanne and welcome to Rogers Gardens, our top 5 colorful summer bedding plants. Each summer here at Rogers Gardens, we have a lot of guests who come in and they want to freshen up their garden with some color. The best thing you can do is add some bedding plants along your borders and in little areas you've designated for color. Most bedding plants require regular watering, so that's an important thing if you're going to have irrigation or you're going to water yourself, but make sure that they really don't dry out. Most of these plants that I'm going to show you are not drought tolerant. You'll need a good deep soaking twice a week, probably 3 times a week if it's really warm. To keep them blooming, you need to use fertilizer. They're working very hard to make all of those flowers, so just use a good organic fertilizer for flowering plants and use it regularly. So now I'm going to show you our top 5 bedding plants for this summer. So the first plant I'd like to talk about are Pentas lanciolata. They're also called Egyptian starflowers, and these are a star in the garden. These plants come in a lot of colors from white, pink, red, and lilac colors. They have these beautiful, beautiful flowers that the hummingbirds and the butterflies like. Bees love it as well, so it's perfect if you want to attract some pollinators to your garden. There are short varieties that get about a foot tall. There are some that get a little bit taller, probably 18 to 20 inches, and then my favorite is this big 3-foot Pentas nova. This one doesn't grow quite as compact as its little cousin here, but this one is going to flower a lot more. You don't really need to deadhead this one as much. This bedding one will definitely benefit from deadheading and will bring a lot more flowers into the garden. Number 2 on our plant countdown is Coleus. Look at these colors. Coleus is such a great plant with the abundance of colors from limes to burgundies to reds to yellows, and it also has a lot of different kind of textures to it. There are some that have these tiny little leaves and they get about 3 feet tall in your garden, and you can just put them in a shady spot and they will grow and grow and grow, and here in Southern California until the first really, really cold evening. So usually through December you can have them in the garden, and if you see them flowering, a good thing is to pinch them back. But if you like the flowers, let them grow. The plants will get a little bit more kind of spindly. I like them really nice and tight, so I pinch all the flowers back. Coleus can also be a great potted plant, so while you can put them in the bedding areas of your shady parts of your garden, it can take a little morning sun, but also great in a pot, and a lot of people grow Coleus indoors. So if your Coleus is doing really well and you want to take it inside, go ahead and do that at the end of the season. So number 3 on our top 5 colorful summer bedding plants is another shade kind of morning sun lover, which is New Guinea Impatiens. These are a classic in gardens as far as I'm concerned, especially when you have the white ones just massed everywhere. So beautiful, but having a lot of colors is also really beautiful. The New Guinea Impatiens are a little bit more hardy than our regular standard bedding impatiens, which have been kind of bothered recently with the downy mildew issue. So New Guinea Impatiens are not affected by it, so they're a great choice. And here in Southern California, these can last in your beds for at least a year as long as they're well watered and well fertilized. Although I don't have any I can show you right now, there is a sun patience, which is a New Guinea Impatiens that can take a little bit more sun, especially here in Southern California. I still wouldn't give it the hottest sun of the day, but it can take a little bit more, and they'll have a variegated leaf and a little bit stronger flower. So number 4 on our list is osteospermum, a personal favorite of mine because of their ease of care. These are so drought tolerant once they're established. They form a beautiful little mat about 18 inches across, and they flower on and off all year. You cannot beat the range of colors, so you can even change them out seasonally if you like, but they are a perennial. And these colors, from yellow to white to beautiful orange to rusty oranges, so amazing and so colorful year-round. All you need to do is water them occasionally and fertilize them regularly. Rounding out our top 5 is salvia. A lot of salvias are more rustic looking, a lot of them are very crazy and tall, but kind of like the queen of all salvias for bedding plants is mystic spires. Mystic spires will get about 3 feet, maybe a little bit taller with its beautiful, beautiful spikes. There is a dwarf version called Misty, which gets about half the size. So if Mystic Spires is a little too big for you, go for Misty, but color all the time. It is fabulous. You can cut it back at the end of November or December, and it'll come right back out. You don't have to worry about this one becoming too woody as long as you prune it back after a good blooming. And every pollinator in the neighborhood is attracted to this one. So I also have this really cool Love and Wishes. The color on this is amazing. There are a lot of new salvias that have this similar flower type. It's a hummingbird attractor, but there are some called Wendy's Wish, there are some Amistad, all with this similar flower but with different colored flowers, different stem shapes and colors. They're just really fantastic for having a good natural pollinator bedding. So with all the beautiful colors, you can definitely find something that will go well with the other plants. You can also mix and match if you like. Just make sure to stick sun plants with sun plants and shade plants with shade plants. And because I'm just that kind of a person, I want to give you an extra bonus plant that I think is a great bedding plant. These Buddleias. Buddleias in the past had been huge towering plants, 8 feet tall, that you had to whack back at the end of the season, but now growers have created these beautiful, beautiful dwarf Buddleias, and the colors that they come in are fantastic. Again, you're going to cut them back like most Buddleias, end of November, December, even up until February, and then you're going to get more of these beautiful flowers that will attract hummingbirds, butterflies, of course. This is called a butterfly plant, and bees. And so if you're thinking of something a little bit more unique and different, definitely plant Buddleias. So that's it for our top 5 summer color bedding plants. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go to rogersgardens.com for all your shopping needs. We have Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Go there and subscribe, please.